I think I was telling Quizzy that you can put group homes in multiple cities as long as you abide by the regulations. Because right now I have group homes in 5 different cities in the state of Arizona. So yeah, so you actually can. And I had group homes in different cities and more than that. Hey, Jeter. I'm in Georgia and I want an unlicensed group home. Can I still accept Medicaid clients? No. Most times when you do contracts with the state, you need some type of regulation, so you're gonna have to be regulated to get that state money, to get that state contract. So yeah, so you need to rethink that, and you need to rethink that. If you're planning on getting Medicaid money, if you're planning on getting state money, then you need to go through the process. It said, can I start a group home with just me starting out? I currently have no one that really believes in me, although I get a lot of, oh, okay, you can do it. Yeah, we know how that is. Well, you can. I'm going to tell you, as long as it's really not behavioral health. In most states, behavioral health, you cannot just be by yourself. So if you're thinking of doing seniors or something, you shouldn't do it by yourself. But technically, you can kind of sleep when they sleep, and kind of work your way through if it's just you, and you can work 7 days a week, which isn't going to be good, but you can do it. I did 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. I didn't do all day. So, or you could do some type of group home that you don't have to do 24-hour care. That's it. That is what you can do. You can have no money and start. I just said that was my story. I didn't have money. My kids ate peanut butter and jelly sometimes for a month, and I pieced it together. I said, to comfortably go through the group home journey, this is what you will want to have. Because some people don't want to work the home. Some people want to hire people, and they want to be, they just want to oversee the home and things like that. So if you want to have employees, if you want to have a smooth journey, if you want to have all the funds you need to carry you to billing, and that's if you're applying for Medicaid or whatever the organization is in your state to get reimbursement. They might have been doing private pay. I don't know. First and foremost, you got to be coachable. You have to be someone that is coachable. And when I say coachable, I'm saying when I tell you things to do, I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear, I don't want to say, hey, you need to. One guy, I'll give you an example, and I did this as a test in a sense. As you guys come in, go ahead and invite 5 people. Go ahead and invite 5 people so we can celebrate my birthday. No, but I told this guy, he was just like, hey, you're a millionaire and I want to be a millionaire. Do you help people open IOPs or just group homes? Just group homes. I am not getting involved with the whole IOP thing, Madine. I'm not doing that. There's too much going on with the IOP situation. And so I'm going to stay away from that. But I'll open a group home just about anywhere. I plan to open, I'm creating group homes in different states now. Someone asked me the question today on one of my calls, how many homes? I said, public knowledge, 10. But I may have more than that. Yeah, so I'm just letting y'all know on this live. So where to advertise for tenants for an unlicensed group home? you're going to have to get out and market. You can put in an ad in, places like Facebook Marketplace. I wouldn't do, like, I was about to say Indeed, but I'm thinking about something else. Do private ads in different, like, lifestyle magazines. They have like apartment type stuff, newspapers, stuff like that. You might want to do that, because really, if you're doing unlicensed, it's kind of like renting a room. What type of people are you doing? Seniors? I hope you're doing seniors. If you're doing unlicensed, or you just doing the general public. Because if you're doing seniors, you might want to connect with some nursing homes in your area. Some like pay by the week type hotels. How do I find out what's in need in my city? By networking, really. You're going to have to network to actually find the need. You can actually call the human services, Department of Health, something like that. You can call. Most times it depends on who you get on the phone, honestly. They might tell you. You can call things like, I don't know what type of home you're doing or want to do. If it's behavioral health, you might want to call like crisis centers, clinics, but you need to network with people and just see what's going on in the community. Check out whatever community resources that are out there, because I don't know, like, specifically, where you're at or what you're, but that's how I find it. So let's see, how do you go about hiring staff, program directors, assessment staff, etc.? Also, when is the right time to start hiring staff? It kind of depends, I would say, on time. Are you willing to work? Okay, first of all, where are you at in your finances? Are you able to sustain paying other people in your business? So think about that first. I always tell people you want to have access to $100,000, whether that's funding, credit cards, whatever it is, savings, your grandma mattress, whatever, cans in the backyard that's been buried by your old auntie, whatever it is, you want to have access to. So if you have the funds to pay someone, then do it, from the time you get the first client, if you want to do that. How much do you suggest to have to start the group home for a beginner? Well, I always tell people, look, who knows the answer to that? What do I always tell people to have access to? $100,000, I always say have access to. That means you may have it in credit, business funding, something like that. Or your grandma might have $100,000 under her mattress. Whatever it is, try to have access to that amount, because you never know what's going to come up. And that's because you need to get carried over to billing, till you get your billing in. You may need to pay employees. You may have to do updates on the house. There might be things that you're going to have application fees. You're going to have to pay for a fire inspection, maybe, depending on what area you're in. So these are the type of things you need to plan for. So how did you deal with the first stage of burnout and the work itself? When it comes to group homes, how did I deal with it? At first, I was just burning. I was burning candles on 15 different. I was burning myself out. It took me probably 2 years. 2 years to start telling people no. To start saying, to start pulling back, thinking about my mental health. I'm in therapy, so I went to therapy. It's just a lot of things came up that second year. Me and my sister are partners. We start having friction, and we've always been like close best friends. As far as finding people, post ads. Me, myself, I say, when you start to do a group home, when you think about doing a group home, you want to be networking. You want to be networking with people in the area that you want to do a group home. So you want to be connecting with people. While you're connecting with people, you might meet somebody that wants to move out of their current position. The highest position that we had in our business is a BHP, a behavioral health professional. I actually met that woman at her job. I went in to talk to a crisis center in regards to their clients, building relationships. And in that, she was the only one that looked like me that worked there. So when we connected, we were like, hey, and it was a connection. So with these people going to jail, going to give us more work. Exactly. I told you guys, I had my I had my employees reach out and let people know, because my census was a little down. 3 clients so far this week. So yeah, with them shutting people down, it gives people that are doing the right thing, if they have positioned themselves, because all my people had to do was get on the phone. Hey, Best Care is here. We are open. We have these vacancies. We know you received, we know you get a weekly vacancy thing, but maybe you haven't had a chance to review the email. So we want to let you know we have beds open. So with these people going to jail, going to give us more work. Exactly. I told you guys, I had I had my employees reach out and let people know, because my census was a little down. 3 clients so far this week. So yeah, with them shutting people down, it gives people that are doing the right thing, if they have positioned themselves, because all my people had to do was get on the phone. Hey, Best Care is here. We are open. We have these vacancies. We know you received, we know you get a weekly vacancy thing, but maybe you haven't had a chance to review the email. So we want to let you know we have beds open. Tracy said, I am an RN interested in starting a group home. Where I start? First thing you need to start, you want to do a group home, you need to pull the regulations in your state. Pull those regulations and read through them. If you are RN, I'm pretty sure you know how to go through documents, regulations, and decipher them. So you need to pull the regulations so you can know what to expect. Then you need to strategize to figure out what type of group home you want to open. Once you do that, then you go through the environmental logistics, find a spot, check zoning, get your fire inspection, all of that. But pull those regulations so you can know what's going on. Yeah, so remember, if you get brand new fire extinguishers, you guys, you want to keep the receipt and put the receipt with your fire extinguisher so they can know you just bought it. If you don't have the receipt, you need to take it somewhere and get fire extinguisher tags put on it. Have the people check it. It don't cost that much. And put tags on it. So you give me so much free info on here, I think I should book a call. All right, Melissa. That's what I said. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you listen, take notes, and you're a reader and you read the regulations, you can do it yourself, but I enjoy helping people anyway. So just take the basic and duplicate it and then tweak whatever you're saying from one. Oh, you're saying like when I did from kids to adults, really I just had to shut the license down and then I had to apply and do it all over again for a different license. Like if I have like a personal care home and I just want to make it a general behavioral health home, I can apply to have that personal care taken off and still keep the home running. You just have to tweak your policies. But when you're doing something like switching from kids to adults, yeah, you're going to have to shut the license down and redo it. What's the key to expand from one group home to another? Just take the basic and duplicate it, and then tweak whatever you're saying from one. Oh, you're saying like when I did from kids to adults? Really, I just had to shut the license down, and then I had to apply and do it all over again for a different license. So yeah, you just can't like flip it unless you're like changing. Like if I have like a personal care home and I just want to make it a general behavioral health home, I can apply to have that personal care taken off and still keep the home running. So Tracy said, do you know if Texas is a good place to start a group home? Texas is. Texas is actually a good place to start an unlicensed group home. You know, that's not every state. Like Arizona don't play. If you provide any type of services, whatever, you got to be licensed. So Texas is a good state to open. You just got to choose your areas. You don't want to be like directly in Dallas, directly in Houston. Those are more saturated. I haven't even heard a lot about San Antonio at all, El Paso, none of that. So yeah, just pick a good area, find the need in the area, and go for it. There's some stuff going on in Arizona right now. There's a big investigation going down. There was a lot of Medicaid fraud going on. And so people are like freaking out. Was associated with one of the outpatient clinics here. And I guess they were renting beds to the outpatient clinic. They shut the outpatient clinic down because I guess there was some type of Medicaid fraud going on. So this person is like, well, what do I do now? Because I'm not going to be getting paid. Well, yes, you're correct. You won't be getting paid because you weren't supposed to be doing that anyway. When you open a group home, you are regulated, a licensed group home. So there are certain things that you can and cannot do. It was like, sometimes you got to slow down and take your time so you can know that you're doing it right. Because the thing is, I'd rather have something slow and it be a good thing than to be trying to rush something and it end up not working in my favor. So I've learned to be patient. Some people be telling me, this woman used to always say, Myrrie, you got the patience of Job. And I try to take time because I know, you know how the scripture says the steps of a righteous man are ordered by God. I know when I'm doing something, I know it's ordered by God. And sometimes God will take you through detours to get you there. But it's necessary. It's just whatever you want to do. I'm never going to push anybody to do more than they want to do. You know, no, everybody doesn't have to open 10 homes like me. Everybody doesn't have to help other people. You know, people ask me all the time, why do you help other people set up group homes? You could just sit back. I don't know. I enjoy doing this, honestly, more than I enjoy running my own home now. I know that might sound weird, but I do. And I enjoy my employees and my clients the majority of the time. But I just like helping other people. I like seeing it all come into fruition. I love it. Somebody was billing like $2 million every 2 weeks, getting paid off of it. So I'm just saying, I told y'all I could have over my time period, people approaching me, I could have been making so much money. Just think, 2 weeks, it's 52 weeks, that's 26. That's like $52 million a year. That, you know what I'm saying? That I could have been making. But do I want to, what does it say? In the whole world, but lose your soul. That's what it is. I don't want to lose my soul. I want to have integrity. I don't want to be looking over my shoulders. I want to strive to do things correctly. You know, I never want anybody to tell anybody that, you know what I mean, setting up a group home is so easy and it's going to be so great and all of this. I'm not saying that. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. It was hard. It was hard. It's still hard staying up on regulations. It's still hard when you train your employees and teach your employees, and then the state comes in and you get fined $500 for not having a trash liner in the trash pit. That's hard. So I'm never going to tell y'all, oh, this is just so great. You need $2 and everything's going to be wonderful. And no. The journey is rough. And you going to have to put on your big girl or big boy panties to get through it.